Hey y'all, it's Michael Mercedes and I am back with another video. Today is going to be a video about how to reset your life. And basically this is just a list of things that you can do today that can help you get organized. All right, number one is going to be the most predictable one, but make sure that your living space is clean. And I'm not talking about just making it look aesthetically appealing. I'm saying to get into those areas where you throw things in piles. Make sure that you're getting under your bed, under the couch, getting in the couch. Oh, and also cleaning out those junk drawers. Not only does this allow you to have a place for everything and to get everything organized, but whenever I clean my spot, I have so much mental clarity because my focus isn't on, oh, let me do this, let me clean this area. I can have ideas come to me a lot more easily, and I feel like I'm able to think a lot clearly when I have a clean space. Number two, clean your car, y'all. It's the most embarrassing thing when my car isn't clean, or there's been times where my car hasn't been clean and I've had guests come in, because to me, when you have people in your car, it's a representation of you. So usually now when I do drive around, I don't really put things in my car unless it's like my purse or a jacket or my water bottle. But other than that, I don't put things in my car. And if I do accumulate things like receipts or paper, if I've gone through drive-thrus, I make sure that I put them in a little plastic bag so that when I leave and I go home, I can kind of get that out of my car right away. Another thing that I'll do to help me kind of maintain my car is I'll schedule car washes about twice a month. They're very cheap, especially if you're just doing the drive-through thing and then you can go vacuum it yourself. But that really helps me out because I feel like cars get dirty so easily, especially like with the leaves and the dirt and with the weather changing. So yeah, definitely keep your car clean. Also, having a dirty car is just not cute. Like, even though it's embarrassing for me, I personally don't feel comfortable when I go in other people's cars and it's really dirty because it just makes me feel kind of ugh. All right, y'all, number three, clean out those emails. This has been super helpful for me because it's helped the important emails stand out when I'm looking through my emails. A lot of the times those important emails get drowned out by like flyers and sales and discounts. So now what I do is frequently I'll go in there and I'll unsubscribe to maybe stores that I signed up for or just random companies, because a lot of the times these companies aren't really telling you anything important. Number four, get rid of those clothes that are just sitting in your closet. I didn't realize how much this actually affected my mood, but I realized when I moved into my new place, my clothes that were hanging in my closet, or whenever I would walk into my closet, I noticed that I would get kind of like agitated and annoyed because there were clothes in there that I just didn't like. And it wasn't until I actually took them out and I donated them that I felt a lot better when I walked in my closet. And I really believe that clothes hold energy. So usually when I get rid of clothes, if I have enough money at that time, I usually buy new clothes just to kind of like replace the old with the new. All right, number five is one of my favorites, but clean out that social media. When I tell you guys how much of a relief cleaning out my social media has been for my mental state, y'all. Not only am I saying to clear out people that you might be following or pages that you might be following, but also clean up your timeline. If your timeline makes you feel bad, then you should probably get rid of some things or kind of change up your algorithm. You might want to revamp your page. If there's things on your page that don't make you feel good, like old photos, it's probably good to either archive them or delete them. And also a big emphasis on pages. So for me personally, there's been a couple of pages that I followed that were like blog pages, kind of gossip pages, and I realized they really didn't make me feel good, so I ended up deleting them off my page. There might be people that you follow and you don't necessarily have a problem with them, and it's not that you don't like them, but you might not like the content that they put out, or you might feel like their content is just like overwhelming. So for those people, the good thing is that on Instagram they have a mute button, and usually that's what I do for those kind of people. I'll mute their story and I'll mute their post because I just don't want to see it. And I don't want to make it awkward if I unfollow them, because I don't want it to be some weird conversation where it's like, oh, so you unfollowed me? Like, are we on bad terms? No, I just don't want to see what you're posting. So yeah, make sure you clean up that social media, because when you do get on social media, it should make you feel good and you shouldn't feel drained, or I don't know, you just shouldn't feel bad because it's your page and you control it. All right, so the next one is really basic. It's not a thing to necessarily clean or organize. It's more so something that you can do to get organized which is get a planner. I feel like talking about getting a planner is so cliche, but it really does help you get organized. You can schedule so far in advance to where it's a month in advance, 2 months in advance, or you can schedule a week in advance, a day in advance, but the whole point is to get ahead. All right, another thing you can organize is your receipts, your mail, or documents. So I know for me personally, I used to get annoyed with myself because I would buy a whole bunch of things and then I would throw my receipt away and then I would never be able to return my item. So if you have a receipt drawer, make sure you update that, throw like last year's stuff away if you don't need it anymore. When it comes to mail, make sure you're organizing and sorting through that, throwing the unimportant stuff away. And then when it comes to sensitive documents or just files, I think a good idea is to buy one of those little file bins and kind of set dividers in place so you can organize each of your documents and files. All right, next one is bags, makeup bags, book bags, purses, any type of bag that you put your stuff in. Make sure that's organized because there's been plenty of times where I've just had like little things collect in my bags. Makeup bags are so huge, especially because they collect a lot of bacteria. Also, when it comes to makeup bags, make sure that you're cleaning out your brushes regularly and frequently, not only because this eliminates bacteria from going onto your skin, but a lot of that makeup rubs off on your bags and it kind of just wears it down. I feel like bags are a place that it's so easy for you to accumulate random stuff too. All right, I've lost count now, but the next one is to clean out your sheets. Please, your comforters, your pillowcases, all that kind of stuff, because first off, bacteria, and second, I really believe in energy being held into materials. I've heard that people maybe clean their bed sheets once a year, or they don't remember the last time they cleaned their sheets, and that's just gross, y'all. Please, like, think about all of the stuff that comes off of your skin, all of the things that are in your clothes and your hair, all that bacteria. And then especially if you have other people coming in your bed and sleeping in your bed, oh, that's gross. So yeah, just please make it a priority to wash your sheets, wash your bedspread, because you just don't know what kind of energy you're holding there. But also it just feels good to get out the shower and to jump into a bed that is clean. So yeah, make sure you clean those bed sheets. All right, so the next thing that you can organize to reset your life is to clear out your camera roll. Not only just to clear out the random screenshots you have or just the random pictures you took that you don't like, but also I found it super helpful when I organize like certain things in my phone. So for instance, like I might have a file for family, a significant other, important documents. That way I'm not like having to search for certain things. I know I have 6 siblings, and whenever their birthdays would come around, I would struggle to like go through my camera roll trying to find pictures of me and my siblings. But now I've organized each of my folders in my phone for each of my siblings. So now it's easy for me to just find pictures. Another plus side to this is that it saves space in your phone because who wants to pay for extra storage? All right, and the last thing I have for you to organize today to reset your life is your computer. When I tell you guys, the other day, my desktop looked terrible. I was on the phone with Geek Squad because I was having issues with my computer. And you know how they have that like screen sharing thing? Yeah, did that with them and I was super embarrassed because when they got on the phone, they were like, oh wow, you have stuff everywhere. Like, how do you function like this? And I was like, damn, it's kind of embarrassing. But yeah, not only was that embarrassing, but it really made me realize that I had a hard time even getting on my computer a lot of the times because it was so slow and backed up because I didn't throw things in the trash or things weren't organized. I had about 50 tabs open, and that's the same situation with my phone. So yeah, make sure that you organize your desktop so that you have different folders for different things, so that there's a place for everything. And make sure you clear out those tabs because a lot of the times I feel like we think we're gonna go back to something, but we never do because that happens to me a lot. I'll have a tab up and I'll be like, okay, let me come back to this site maybe a little bit later. But that same tab will be open like 2 weeks from the day that I said so. So yeah, clear that out. Also clear out those tabs in your phone because those accumulate and they also slow out your phone. Another thing that I learned through Geek Squad is that you need to make sure that you're restarting your computer frequently because it messes up your battery and your functionality. But yeah, y'all, this is my list of things that you can do today to reset your life and get organized. Let me know if you have any other suggestions in the comment section. I will see you guys in the next video.